If I had shot any footage this morning, what you would have seen is me climbing from 9,000 feet to 10,000 feet in the space of a mile, 15 yards at a time, using the Mountaineer's Rest Step the whole way. And this is one of those examples of where I intentionally sandbag myself. I knew it was a climb. Had I known I was going to climb 1,000 vertical feet in a mile out of the gate, I might have chosen a different trail. But then I wouldn't have gotten here. And I am very happy to be here. The secret is to step on granite underwater instead of something else that's going to be slicker, because you don't want to slip crossing. But I'll tell you what, this is no Wyoming river. Of course there's big rivers in Colorado, but it's nice not to have to put the waders on for this one. Time for a break. Past time for a break. I'm up at 10.2 now, which counting the 200 feet that I lost down there. It's only 1,400 feet of elevation gain, but honestly, anything above 9,000 feet, I feel in a way that, considerably more than below 9,000 feet. Let me put it that way. Man, this is beautiful. So, there's a story behind this trail. This summer when I was up in Wyoming, I got to thinking, what is it down in Colorado that I still want to do? And, some things like I used to want to climb Crestone Needle via the trad route, but boy, that faded away long ago with family responsibilities and my tendons in my elbow, and I don't climb anymore. So, that one's that's gone. That's fine. But there was this trail, which I don't know. I knew where it was. I'd kind of taken a look at it before, and it hung on to me, and I imagined that it was, like Shangri-La if I was willing to get up. Well, I showed up last week, and this is the second time this has happened at this trailhead, and there's a bus there with a name on the side. It's from a college prep academy, and I'm there at first light, so obviously they're backpacking up here, and I don't want to see anybody in the backcountry, and college prep students is like pretty low down on the list of demographics I want to spend time with. And it's really kind of a limited basin area here, and so I was like, I guess that's just out. And so this week I was going to go to a trail I've been on a number of times, hunted there with Ken a 3 years ago, and I wasn't really that excited to go backpacking. I realized I've been there so many times, I want to see new country. So I get the bright idea. I reach out to this school and ask for outdoor education department, and get a real pleasant gal who represented her school well, I think. And I said, hey, I'm just looking to go up this trail, and I just want to know before I drive over there that I'm not going to have one of your buses sitting there. And she wanted to make sure that I hadn't had a negative experience with one of her groups, which I hadn't. But anyway, I got to the trailhead this morning. Nobody's here, and I mean, there was nobody at the trailhead, and there's not really much sign up the trail, and so it's just really a choice time to be heading up this trail. And I think I'm going to go a little further. The valley I was looking at from down below is, I don't know, maybe another 100 feet of climbing, which is not horrible. I just needed a break, so take a break, and probably I'll end up shouldering my pack, eat a little bit of food, and go a little bit further before making camp. This is where the trail did go, and beyond this there's more blowdown. So I think I'm gonna just go laterally out to there and kind of stay above the blowdown period to get up into this next little basin, which I sandbag myself again. I'll see what the final count is when I get there. Remember how I told myself 100 feet of vert? Turns out it was 500 feet of vert, which, you know, like I said, I sandbagged myself. So that's, I'm up at 10.7 now, which, as you can see, is pretty close to timberline. I don't like to go above timberline. I just, you know, sometimes there'll be animals up there, but in general, that's kind of above the life zone. But at any rate, that's 1,900 feet of climbing for the day, not bad. I got a little bit of mountain sickness, so this is just, and you know, of course there's a great basin here to look for critters. Rocky is satisfied with mousing or ground squirreling or whatever he's doing. So this is going to be it. Next step is to get camp set up. I don't think we're going to get a storm this afternoon, but it is clouded up, so it'll be nice to get the shelter up sooner than later. Not procrastinate about that. Rocky's tired enough to eat laying down, it turns out. You gonna finish all the food I brought for you? Possible, yeah. Rocky is smoked, and he did eat all of his food. Didn't you eat all your food? Yeah. I think I've got some beef jerky in here for you, though. You'd be good with some beef jerky, huh? Yeah. I'm also smoked. I'm going to be ready to eat this meal once it gets cooked up. I haven't seen... Well, maybe I should do some glassing, but I haven't seen much animal sign in the bottom here. Deer tracks. One track that looked too round to be a moose, but almost had to have been, just because I don't think cows... I don't think anybody'd be running cows up in here. Just the trail in, too rough. And the moon is, because I live off grid and have an outhouse, I know that the moon is like a quarter, and it's rising early and setting early, so there's just not a lot of moon right now. So you'd think they'd be up moving, but I don't know. I'm looking at a whole lot of country, some alpine stuff, some subalpine stuff. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm pretty happy to be up here, though. This is a real nice area. What do your ears tell you, Rocky? Huh? did finally last night see one elk dropping, but in a place that didn't have a lot of folks. It'd be all over the place. This is prime habitat. So, I don't know. It's beautiful nonetheless. Well, once I get down to the bottom of this valley, I have to climb basically straight up that nose, 200 feet of climbing to get up to there. And I'll tell you what, I procrastinated yesterday a long time dropping off that because I didn't want to climb it today, but here it is, and that's what it took to get where I went. Well, that got her. Yeah, it hurt, but I'm up it now. I did run into a day hiker, and she said, "Oh, it's just you and I on the mountain, but I'm sure you'll run into a whole lot more people on the way down," which so far hasn't been the case, and I hope not to be the case. But it does tell you how much use this area gets in general, which easily explains why there's just not really much animal sign in this valley. But beautiful couple days out in the mountains here, and now we've just got 1 mile and 1,000 feet of descent to go, but you know, it's all in the timber, and I got my trekking pole, so I'll just take her easy. Oh, you love those grouse, don't you, Rock? He likes chasing grouse. Who wouldn't? At any rate, until next time.